Good afternoon, Highlander fans. This afternoon, I have the pleasure of talking with head wrestling coach Joe Campolongo. Coach, how are we doing?
Doing great, thank you.
Nice to see you again. Off-season's wrapping up. How about if we tell the fans what Oak Hills Wrestling encountered this off-season?
This off-season was probably one of the more productive seasons we've had in terms of getting out on the mat. We took guys to 3 different dual tournaments in the spring, had an outdoor tournament out in the summer, and in fact this weekend we have our own dual tournament that some guys will be able to get the last opportunity to get on the mat before the season fires up.
Great, nice segue. Let's talk about the season starting up. What's involved with that versus the off-season? What's different? You know, tell the fans what's going on with Oak Hills Wrestling now that the season's going to start.
Right now we're going 4 days a week. We're in the weight room 3 days a week. We do open mats on Sundays. Probably the biggest difference this time is, again, trying to get these kids on the mat as much as possible. Okay. Still heavy emphasis on our lifting and running, but again, it's all about getting on the mat.
You know, this is our 3rd year doing these interviews, and each year you've talked about wanting to get your numbers up. You know, it's been a big buzzword for you, getting more people involved at the lower levels. Are you seeing a numbers increase?
Absolutely, and one of the biggest attributes to that is the school and the football and the wrestling program is bringing on Coach Lipsy. He's been doing wonders with the defensive line with football. He'll be here as our heavyweight coach. Comes over from Withrow High School. Yes. So I'm pretty excited to see that football impulse coming into the wrestling room. Plus, I'll tell you what, you know, when you're young and you find little success here and there each year, it's contagious. Kids want to be a part of it. So now we've got kids coming out that I've never met before, I've never even heard, and guys who've never wrestled want to come out now.
They want to hang their hat on that success?
Absolutely. So we'll pull them along for the ride.
Speaking of success, you know, I've had the pleasure of watching the Dillon Factor grow since their freshman year. So let's update the fans on the Dillon Factor and how things are going with the Dillons.
Dillon's doing good. 2 of them are now juniors. The other's a sophomore. Those 3 are returning district qualifiers, along with Carter Johnson and Brendan Marchetti. Those guys have been on the mat a ton. Marchetti, you know, has been with football and stuff, but my 4 guys right there, as long as, you know, a bunch of other guys got on the mat as well too. But they're crazy. They're ready to go. They're pumped. They're true leaders. They're showing that they can take these guys under their hood and move forward with them. So
it's been fun watching them. You know, the success that they had freshman year, and you just never know the path they're going to take. You know, getting that early success at the varsity level as a freshman. There's so many unknowns, but to see them grow and kind of take the program on their shoulders and seeing that your numbers are up, it's got to be exciting for you.
Absolutely. I mean, their biggest attribute, especially with probably Dylan Roth and Buis, our 2 captains, is they're fearless. A lot of guys freshman year, it's the deer in the headlights kind of thing. You get up to a bigger show, bigger tournament.
Sure. You
know, you freeze up, but these kids, they got a little taste, they want more. They got a little taste their sophomore year, now they really want more their junior year.
It's exciting. Coach, talk about the schedule this year for the Highlanders.
Schedule's looking good. We'll have 21 duels. A couple of them are at dual tournaments. We'll open up on December 6th out at Harrison's dual tournament.
That's always a tough one.
Absolutely. We'd love to improve upon I believe we took 7th place last year out of 10. Okay. So we're definitely going to move up there. We'll go to Lakota West again. But one of the biggest ones here is February 14th, Valentine's Day. All levels duel here against Coleraine. That's going to be a big show for us. So we'll see some Dayton impulse too. Is Beaver Creek, Vandalia Butler, Miamisburg. We'll see those guys this year too, which is nice.
Exciting. Now your lineup, based on those schedules, I'm guessing that you're more consistent through all the weight classes. Let's talk just kind of where you see on paper right now.
Yeah, paper we look strong. Mainly because we only lose 1 senior. That was our heavyweight. Big points, but at the same time, we're returning 13 guys from a lineup of 14. You know, we get back all 5 district qualifiers. You know, 5 freshmen were in the lineup last year, so these guys got a whole year under their belt. So on paper, it's there for them. It's just them realizing what they can do. Absolutely.
Right. If you haven't had the pleasure to come out to see Oak Hills Wrestling in this gym, it's a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll be able to broadcast a few. That's been also as fun with Coach Zhang, and we've had a great. Let's switch gears to the state a little bit. As you've informed me, this is the 3rd year of the team play and individuals. Your thoughts on team play, and now that it's in its 3rd year?
Team play is unbelievable for this sport. It's just, all it does is just builds it up even more. It gets the entire school involved, which is good, instead of an individual basis. And I think the third year, the numbers came out. You know, each of the first years, the state did lose money, but we've lost a significant less amount of money in year 2.
Okay.
And now they project that we'll probably break even this year. And I think what that does, and I think it just creates more of a buzz.
Right.
Obviously, these guys are really jazzed about it because each of the first 2 years we're out in round 1.
Right.
So, you know, we've got it marked on our calendars. We're participating in the second week of regionals, so we're going to get by that first round this year.
Perfect. Well, Coach, we'll be able to touch base on November 17th at JTAP's winter preview. As always, I appreciate you taking the time, and as I said, hopefully get to broadcast several of your duels, and best of luck this year, Coach.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks.